Gato Squad? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Elias, and if you are new here and like daily car content, hit that subscribe button below. Today I'm in Hackettstown Honda. Take a look. And you see my Type R there. But today we're going to be reviewing the brand new 2018 Honda Accord Touring. So we got the Touring model here. This has all the tech goodies you can want. Unfortunately, the 2-liter turbos are not out yet. As soon as they come to the dealerships, I will be driving one. This is the 1.5T. It's got basically everything that the car can come with. It looks great in this red, deep red color. And you know it's the Touring because it's got the full LED headlights. You see down there, the little pod? That's the Honda sensing package available on all Honda Accords from 2018. It also has the LED fog lights, which are really cool. Taking a look around the sides, you got these awesome wheels. They're 19 inches. It looks great. And out here in the back, it's got the exhaust tips just as you'd like it. And like I said, in this deep red, it looks amazing. A couple of little details before we take a drive. It does have Honda's capless fuel system. There's no caps to deal with. You just put the nozzle in and take it out and you're set to go. Taking a look at the window sticker here, we can see all of the features and the price. $34,600 for this car is actually really good. Alright guys, stepping into the car, first impressions, I'm already very impressed with everything. Everything is nice and soft touch. It's very premium feeling in here. It's got a nice leather wrap steering wheel. I love the design of the steering wheel. I actually kind of prefer it to the Type R steering wheel. I know, don't kill me. But I do like the way that the Honda logo is kind of ingressed inside the steering wheel. It just looks really, really good. It's got all the buttons right here that you want, you know, for all the Honda sensing on the right. And then you got the volume controls and things like that on the left. Soft touch materials all the way in here. So you got the leather padded elbow rest here. I can probably use this elbow rest for a very long time and not get tired of it. It's awesome. Another thing I want to point out is everything is, like I said, soft touch, and the seats. So I gotta talk about these seats. These seats are amazing seats, perforated leather. You're sitting them, and it's basically like sitting on your favorite couch. You know, it kind of sets you in. And this is not the sport package, of course. So this is not the sportier seats. They don't have the big thigh bolsters, but for what they are very, very comfortable seats. And I can't wait to drive along and see how they feel. And yeah, so let's get this car started. Push button start. Oh, and the seat moves forward into your seating position when you turn your car on. That's pretty cool. So when you turn the car off, the seat will go back and will let you go out easier. And when you turn the car on, the seat will go forward. That's pretty awesome. I haven't seen that feature on any other car besides BMWs and Mercedes. I'm glad the Honda does have it. Immediately when you turn the car on, the heads-up display, I see it already. It's really cool. It's right there. And then you got the tachometer on the left, and you got the speedometer on the right. It's a screen on the left, so the dash has like a screen on the left. Pretty cool looking. And on the right, you got the speedometer. Goes, you know, it's not a digital speedometer. It's a regular speedometer. Pretty cool as well. One thing I forgot to mention on the steering wheel, it's got a really nice feel of paddle back here. They're like ribbed, so you can know what you're holding on to. Pretty cool. All right, let's go for a little drive and continue talking about this awesome car. Initially, when you set off, the car feels really good. There's no lurching or any surging from that CVT transmission. So it's got that 1.5T engine with the CVT transmission, and I gotta say, I'm actually really impressed how it feels already. There's no lurching, like I said, which is one of the worst parts about CVT. So I think Honda's done really well with this CVT transmission. It's got the same engine as the CR-V, so it's got plenty of power. Yeah, you can feel that. You know, it's not gonna set anything on fire. There's no lap records or anything like that. But this is the touring version of the 1.5T. This is a more comfortable version. I like it a lot already. Let's drive it for a little while longer and see how it feels. Wow, first thing I want to point out is that it feels really smooth. You put the gas pedal down and the car just wants to go. Remember, this is the touring version, so if you really want a sportier feeling car, there's the Honda Accord Sport available as well. Putting it in sport mode, and yes, this car has sport mode, you feel the adaptive dampers in this car stiffen up a little bit, and the car feels a little bit sportier. You can then use the paddle shifters, and you could use the paddle shifters not in sport mode, but when you're in sport mode, paddle shifters work really well. You could also just leave it and drive, and it'll take care of itself for you. Take this corner kind of fast here, and I do have to say this car feels really good to drive, especially in sport mode. Wow, that sounds really good as well. I don't know if you can notice, but I also have the turbo gauge meter right in there when I put it in sport mode. So not only does it make it a little bit sportier looking, you know, because you get the red little accents on the dashboard, but you also have a little turbo meter right there, and the car just feels a little bit sportier. Putting it back in normal mode, and the car drives very comfortably. The dampeners get a little less stiff, and you still feel the road. It still feels really good. It's just a much more comfortable ride. The seats are incredible. They're heated right now. If it was hot outside, I'd have them cooling me down, and I really do recommend it. It's really good. All right, now that I've been driving around for about 10-15 minutes, I've got a better feel of the car, and I gotta say I am extremely impressed at how smooth this ride is. So I don't really normally talk about cars as being smooth, but in this case, I think this is a very apt adjective for this car. It's a very smooth driving car. Everything you touch just feels high quality, and as you drive along, you know, you don't really feel bumps. Everything's very well dampened, and you know, it's very comfortable. I can probably drive this car to Florida and back and not have any issues at all. I'm actually very impressed. Again, accelerating the car, really fun. You know, it definitely doesn't lack for speed, that's for sure, or lack for power. It's not a powerful car by any means. You know, it's not gonna be, like I said, setting any lap records or anything like that. It feels fast enough for a regular driver that's looking for a comfortable car. It's gonna give you great gas mileage, of course. So if you're looking for a great gas mileage, look no further. Now the thing about this car is all the tech that it brings. It's got the heads-up display, it's got the parking sensors, it's got the Honda Sensing. Now Honda Sensing is available on all Honda Accords. Not only is it available, it's standard on all Honda Accords of 2018. It's got heated and cooled seats, which is awesome, and it's got heated seats in the back as well. That's actually really, really nice feature to have. And I think it's really impressive for what it is. The price is $34,000, $35,000 for this car, and I think Honda's done a really, really good job. I don't know what else they could have thrown at this. The speaker system is incredible sounding. I wish I could play some music for you, but I don't have any copyright-free music on me right now. It's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you got both of those. You can hook up your phone to it. It's got built-in navigation. I mean, I can go on for days talking about the features in this car and probably not finish up. But let's go ahead and put it in sport mode and see how it drives. Automatically, the dashboard turns red, and the tachometer gets a little bit smaller, and you get the turbo boost gauge, which is really cool. Let's start using the pedals. Wow. You know, for 1.5T, it's not bad at all. Coming from a Type R, of course, Type R is going to be a lot faster than this, but for a 1.5T in a kind of a bigger Honda Accord type car, a car that's this comfortable, I'm very impressed with how the power delivery is. I think Honda's done a really good job with these Accords. I can't wait to drive the 2.0Ts. But for what this is, for a touring 1.5T, this car is really fun to drive, and I put it back in regular mode, and everything softens up. The adaptive suspension that this car has softens up. Yes, it does have adaptive suspension, just like the Civic Si and the Type R. So pressing that button does do a lot of different things. You know, softens up the throttle response, softens up the suspension. It's really cool how it does that, and this car has it, and it's really, really cool that it has it. So final thoughts on this car. You know, if you're looking for, you know, basically a BMW or Audi competitor that's not quite as expensive and probably going to be a little bit more reliable and hold its value for longer term, definitely take a look at this new Honda Accord Touring. It's got pretty much every feature that any car can have these days. Heads-up display, like I said. I mean, I can keep going on and on, but I think you should go ahead and drive this car. It's a damn good car, and special thanks to Honda of Hackettstown, or Hackettstown Honda, for allowing me to drive this car. Really nice dealership, by the way. Really awesome guys. They're going to be taking care of my Type R. More on that in another video. I'm just really impressed with this car, guys. You know, it's packed full of tech. It's very, very comfortable. And yeah, I would go ahead and check it out. Another cool feature this car has is that it has a backup rear camera with those parking sensors I was talking about. So it'll tell you when you're getting close to stuff. Like I said, I haven't seen this kind of technology stuff on non-luxury cars. It's really cool that this car has it. And I think the Accord competes with Acura's lineup, and I think Acura has a lot of homework to do to beat this car. I think this car competes with BMW and Audi, to be honest with you, with all this tech and stuff it has. The interior, the dash is amazing. Everything is soft touch. I'm just very impressed with this car, guys. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.